once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. What I'm in today, and as you can see right here, we're doing a lovely beef stew. Really nice and tender beef. Got some beautiful vegetables in there, as you can see. It's got a kind of Mediterranean, Greek kind of style to it. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's take a look at the ingredients we're going to be using today. Here I've got some beef, nice chunky beef. Got a little bit of fat on it, which I don't mind. That kind of works in the stew we're doing. Potatoes, zucchini, fresh tomatoes, chunky cut carrots. I've got some green olives. I've got some black olives, chopped onions. That's a can of, or a tin of plum tomatoes. Garlic. Gonna go pretty heavy on the garlic. And here I've got some paprika. That's a sweet paprika, thyme, oregano. We're going to start this off with a touch of olive oil. Okay, so I've got my pan here. You're going to need a pot or something like that, or a wok like I've got. I've got some olive oil in there. What we're going to do is we're going to start off by putting in our beef. Now, depending on the cut of beef that you have, will depend on how long you're going to cook this. But what we're going to do is I'm going to get in my spices. So there's my oregano, there's my paprika, and there's my thyme. Now if you wanted, you could be putting some rosemary in here or some other different sort of stuff. I'm also now going to add a little bit of salt. We're going to hit this with some black pepper. And we're going to cook this just for about 4 minutes. Just to kind of get it browned a little bit on the outside. And then we're going to add, I'm going to add water, or you could be adding a stock, but we need to kind of bring it to boiling point and get it nice and tender. I mean, this is not a bad cut, but it's certainly not wagyu. You know what I mean? It's not like super tender, it's more for stewing. And if you just fry it, chuck your vegetables in and tomatoes and that, it's going to be really tough. So 4 minutes, let's just get it browned up a little bit, then I'll be back. Okay, so there we go. So we've got this happening. Of course, absolutely nowhere cooked in any way. Now, I'm going to be adding some water. And like I say, if you wanted, you could be adding a meat stock or something like that. Now, what we're going to do is bring this to the boil. Then you want to boil it out. I want that water to go by boiling it. So bring to the boil and then keep the heat fairly high. Give it a stir every now and then, but we need to reduce that water down. It's probably going to take about 25 minutes, and that process that we're doing right now is going to really help tenderize that meat. Okay, so there you go. That's reduced down quite a bit. I mean, you don't have to get it completely dry, but what we've done there is really kind of tenderize this. Now, alternatively, of course, you could be doing this in a pressure cooker, which will really speed up the time. So that's looking great. So I'm now going to add in my onions, my garlic, and like I say, I'm using quite a lot of garlic for this. Let's get our olives in now. They'll start to release a bit of flavour. And like I say, I'm using the black one there and these jumbo green fellows here. So let's cook this for about another 4 minutes or so. It will kind of dry out pretty much now. And then we can start adding more vegetables. Okay, so that's coming along really nicely. Now, you just basically now want to be adding vegetables in their hardest form. So for us, it's going to be those big chunky carrots. So let these go now. Just another 2 to 3 minutes. Then next up are going to be our potatoes. Okay, so these carrots are massively still really hard, but it's got a little tiny head start. Now we're going to go for our potatoes, and again, I've done some nice kind of big chunky cuts there. So let's throw these around, get a bit of flavour on them for about another 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, again, massively hard. What we're going to do now, some fresh tomatoes. That can, which actually had, that's one can actually, of plum tomatoes. I'm just roughly break those. I'm now going to get some water in there. Now you could be adding some stock if you wanted. This is looking wonderful. Now, what we want to do, nice medium heat. I'm going to get a lid on that. Let that go until the potatoes and the carrots are cooked. And we'll end up with a really beautiful beef stew here. It's probably going to be about 20-25 minutes. Get the lid off, give it a stir every now and then. Okay, this has come together beautifully. Those potatoes are softening really nicely. Carrots the same. Now I'm just going to add at the very last some zucchini or courgette, whatever you may call that. And the reason I'm doing this is because I like a nice crunch on these, so I'm only going to cook this for a few more minutes now. So in there you go. I mean, also think about sort of, you know, putting some eggplants in this maybe or something like that. That would really work. So yeah, I just want to go 2 or 3 more minutes because, like I say, for me, I like a nice bite on my zucchini. Back then. Okay, there you go. Off goes the heat. Check that for salt. You might want to add a bit more salt. For me, enough. I'm going to finish this off with a little bit of parsley. Nice flat leaf parsley. But also think about maybe some cilantro, coriander, dill, fresh mint. All work really well. That's it. Hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.